Okay, race fans, let's talk about a big Saturday we had here at Delaware Park. We had a big crowd on hand for our 9-race program. The handle was strong, over 2.2 million in handle. The weather was sensational. Hope you had a big day. Trainer Jamie Ness, he had a big day. He teamed up with jockey Martin Schwann for a 3-win day. Also, jockey Julio Hernandez had a 3-win day. Let's get right to the racing action. Race 1 would kick off the popular early pick 5. They bet a little over 27,000 into the early pick 5 on Saturday. Strong handle, though, over 368,000 bet into the first race. Race 1, we're going a flat mile, 12,000 starter allowance, optional, claiming 20,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. Let's check out the action here from race 1.
There in the gate. Away and running. Stumbling start for Winooski. Slow to go is Winter's Ghost. Accelerators tap for speed. And Striking Sparks is going to keep him honest. Also right there in the chasing queue is Winter's Ghost. And very wide is Sundays with Sandy. Embrace My Uncle rides the rail in front of Winooski. And No Speed at the back of the pack as Cupid's Due now lands 4th. They go down to the 6 furlong stick. And it's Striking Sparks and Accelerator. Those two trade jabs early on. And they try to throttle this space, and Accelerator rides that rail to have a neck in front. Striking Sparks is right there countering in second, and a race void of any really quick speed. Embrace My Uncle in that pink cap rides that rail. Sundays with Sandy is going to be caught with a very wide trip, and in between rivals is Winter's Ghost. Winooski is still second last, and now drops to the back as Cupid's Dude continues to hold 6th. They go down to the 3.5, and Accelerator continues to make play. Striking Sparks is right there in a menacing mood, and they're teaming up behind this one with Sundays with Sandy, the widest runner in that 3rd place spot, as Striking Sparks kicks for home and leads at the 5/16 pole. Sundays with Sandy's trying to get closer. Accelerators right there too. Embrace My Uncle heads the rest, including Winter's Ghost, Cupid's Dude, and Winooski as they turn for home. Striking Sparks with a confident kick and leads by 3 open lengths. Chasing hard is Accelerator, who battles right back, and Accelerator, as tough as it comes, now confronts Striking Sparks, and late on the scene is Embrace My Uncle. 3 across the track, 100 yards to go. Accelerator refused to lose and then kicked right back. Embrace My Uncle surges. Photo finish. Embrace My Uncle, Accelerator in a win photo finish.
The classy 8-year-old son of Orb still knows how to get the job done. Accelerator wins the tight photo there, picks up his 13th lifetime win. He now has close to $600,000 in career earnings. Trained by Jamie Ness, ridden by Martin Schwann. They'd pick up their first of 3 wins together today. Same for their owner, Madison Avenue Racing Stable, Morris Kernan Jr. and Jagger Inc. Accelerator went off 3-1 and paid $8.20 to win race 1. Let's take a look here at race 2. We'd kick off the early pick 4 in race 2. We're going 5.5 furlongs, maiden claiming 25,000 for straight 3-year-olds. Let's check out the action from race 2.
Away and running. Slow starts for Driven by Magic and Powered by Rage. Hope he got the one Toey in the paddock is the first one to break the line. Mr. Salt and Vinegar applying that long shot speed. Good Willie came away a handy 3rd, and Cap'n Cats rides that rail. A very headstrong Driven by Magic heads 1, and Powered by Rage is last of all. They go around the one and only turn. Hope he got protects the rail. Mr. Salt and Vinegar trying to cause an upset, and with the money on, Good Willie continues to lurk in the shadows right behind the both of them. Driven by Magic tries to get on track while Cap'n Cats has nowhere to give, and still last of all is Powered by Rage. Here's a new leader. Good Willie now strikes the front with 4:40 to go. Mr. Salt and Vinegar slowly gives way. Late on the scene is Cap'n Cats. Hope he got rides that rail. They're stretched across the track, and Good Willie kicks for the money and is opened up by 3/4 of a length. Hope he got has nowhere to give. Mr. Salt and Vinegar running a good race, and Cap'n Cats is charging home too, but the heavy favorites got it done in the second of the day. Good Willie was second to none. Cap'n Cats got up for second, narrowly over Hope he got. Mr. Salt and Vinegar was 4th.
Good Willie made the barn switch to trainer Michael Stidham's barn for his first start today. It was his 3rd lifetime start. He tried turf at Fairgrounds earlier this year against Maiden Special Weight Company. Stidham drops him in for a tag for the first start in the Stidham barn. And Good Willie, the 3-year-old colt by Hard Spun, breaks his maiden at 2-5. He paid $2.80. Julio Hernandez picked up the winning mount on Good Willie for trainer Michael Stidham. Congratulations to all the winning connections there of Good Willie. Let's turn the page here. Race 3 would kick off a pick 5. We're going 6 furlongs, claiming $7,500 for filly and mares 3 and up. Let's see what happens here in race 3.
Away and running. Terrible start for Best Worst Idea. Good speed in the yellow for Zippy Doo Dah Day. Lilliput's right there too. And Sister Carly also chimes in. So these 3 ladies are across the course. Now chasing the trio of speed in the first opening furlongs is Rules for 3. Ritz on Broadway's in front of 1. And a terrible start leaves Best Worst Idea with a daunting task. So Lilliput, she couldn't be going any faster in the opening 2 furlongs. And with the money on, Sister Carly looms large on the far outside. The whip is out on Zippy Doo Dah Day to keep minds on the speed. Rules for 3 now creeps into the top 3 frame. Up the inside is Best Worst Idea, and last of all is Ritz on Broadway. The quarter pulls in sight for Sister Carly, who takes the lead with ease, and the jockey hasn't moved an inch just yet. Zippy Doo Dah Day battles on, and up the inside goes Lilliput as they turn for home. Sister Carly just spaced the opposition, and they're not going to catch her today. Sister Carly has opened up an insurmountable lead. Lilliput battles on. Rules for 3 and chasing home late is Ritz on Broadway, but Sister Carly was 1-9 and lived up to the 1-9 hype. Lilliput was 2nd. Rules for 3 was 3rd. Zippy Doo Dah Day was 4th.
Jockey Julio Hernandez would pick up his 2nd win of the afternoon on Saturday. His Sister Carly went off 1-9 and paid $2.20 to win for trainer Greg Compton, the 4-year-old daughter of Catholic boy, now a 2-time winner. 1-9 there on Sister Charlie, and she lived up to the billing. Congratulations to all the winning connections. Let's take a look here at race 4. Race 4 would kick off another pick 5. We're going a flat mile. Maiden claiming $7,500 for 3-year-olds and upward. Let's see what happens here in race 4.
Away and running. Nice start. Tug was the first one to go. Sharp Wonder applying that pace pressure, and Tyrus is right there too. And Italy rides the rail to 4th. Joe B. Bratt came away in that 5th place position. Hotter Than Them is in front of 1, and Hoorah's at the back of the pack. So there's stretch 3 across the course. Sharp Wonder, Tug, and Tyrus. Those 3 go at it, and the pace is keen. And tugging right behind the trio of speed is Joe B. Bratt. The rail belongs to Italy as they settle down. Quite a separation back to Hotter Than Them. And loping at the back of the pack, Hoorah is not traveling comfortably at all. There's about 5 furlongs to go, and 3 of them still stacked up across the track. Tug, with no pun intended, tugs his way to the lead and leads by only half a length. But Tyrus is right there in for the fight in 2nd. And Sharp Wonder, the favorite, is right there but committed to a 4-wide kick on both turns. Italy rides that rail in that 4th place position. Joe B. Bratt needs to do a bit better than that. Hotter Than Them is starting to pick them off one by one. And Hoorah's getting on track 7 lengths down from the speed. Here's the 5/16 pole. Tug leads but pushes come to shove. And Sharp Wonder comes calling for the lead. Italy is battling right back. Tyrus puts the cue in the rack. And Hotter Than Them with a slow, steady grind as they turn to the top of the stretch. Sharp Wonder's covered a lot of ground. Italy has all kinds of space to race up the inside. No less than 22-1. Italy is slipping away. And Italy leads by 1. Sharp Wonder battles on up the inside. Hoorah. Then Tug. And that one piece is Hotter Than Them. 50 yards to go. A huge upset looming here. Italy's a 22-1 winner. To beat Sharp Wonder, a 15-1 third was Hoorah, and Tug weakened to 4th.
Well, the Kelly Dieter barn had a nice win on Wednesday on opening day. They get their 2nd win of the meet there with Italy, the 22-1 upset winner. The 4-year-old, by looking at Lee, breaks his maiden in his 6th career try. He was dropping into easier company today, and that was good enough to get him right to the winner's circle. Edgar Villasmail picks up the winning ride there for trainer Kelly Dieter. $46.20 the win price there on Italy in race 4. Let's take a look here at race 5. Race 5 would kick off the late pick 5. They bet almost $22,000 into the late pick 5. We're going a flat mile, beaten claiming $5,000 for filly and mares 3 and up. Let's see what happens here in race 5.
Away and running. Beach Grass was slow to go. Cha-Cha-Chera is the first one to sprout wings. Lady Arwen and Unicycle is right there too. So 3 of them go at it. And Bossy Boots has the run of the race. And Beach Grass was a little slow when John pressed the button. They go to the 7/8 pole, and it's Unicycle who comes away with the lead as they approach the backstretch run and leads by a long neck at best. Cha-Cha-Rera right there, crawling to the 6 furlong stick, and is only 3/4 of a length off the lead, which is held by Unicycle. And Lady Arwen continues to stalk to both of them with those ears pricked in a race that sees no pace. Bossy Boots is in that 4th place position, still on hold, and Beach Grass is last of all. All riders happy with the positions, and one of 2 favorites, Unicycle, continues to control the clock, leads by over a length. Cha-Cha-Rera right there getting closer. The favorites are 1-2, and Lady Arwen now senses a little bit of urgency, now stacks them up 3 across the course as the pace starts to pick up. It's Unicycle, Cha-Cha-Rera, and Lady Arwen. These 3 ladies go toe-to-toe with 5/16 to go, and the upper hand goes to Lady Arwen. Cha-Cha-Rera tries to find a second wind. Unicycle set the pace and dropped away. Beach Grass runs on, and Bossy Boots trails. They're inside the 3/16 pole, and Lady Arwen kicks for home and leads by 1. Cha-Cha-Rera digs off the inside to take a clear shot at Lady Arwen, who's a 4-1 third choice leader. And Lady Arwen is simply not catchable. Cha-Cha-Rera runs on. Beach Grass tries to move into third. Unicycle drops right out of it. Lady Arwen with a polished display over Cha-Cha-Rera. Third place looked like it went to Unicycle over Beach Grass.
Lady Arwen, the 5-year-old mare by Audible, picks up her 4th lifetime win. She's now made about $150,000 in career earnings. She wins for trainer Jose Rodriguez and jockey Edgar Dominguez. They pick up their first win of the meet. Lady Arwen goes off 4-1 and paid $10.60 to win race 5. If you hit the early pick 5, congratulations. You had an $8 horse, a $2.80 winner, a $2.20 winner. Then you had that $46 horse in race 4. $10.60 in race 5. The early pick 5 paid $1,820.85. Congratulations if you had that. Let's get a quick break. When we come back, we'll start with race 6 to kick off the late pick 4. Okay, here we go with race 6. We'd kick off the late pick 4 in race 6. We're going 6 furlongs, beaten, claiming $10,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. Let's see what happens here in race 6.
Away and running. perfect start. Good speed on the far outside for Battle Warrior. There's the favorite Liberté de Bayou. And Reverend Moon came away with plenty of zip as well. Let's Have a Party tracks to the inside to join fourth with Megan's Honor. And the last two is Winner and the Grazers at the back of the pack. So the favorite makes play. Liberté de Bayou holding on to a cozy 1/2 length lead as Reverend Moon tries to ump the ante in second. Battle Warriors right there in a position to challenge with 5/16 to go. And they've spaced the rest. Around the far turn, Liberté de Bayou coddles a 3/4 of a length lead. Reverend Moon is right there getting closer, and so is Battle Warrior. Megan's Honor is getting closer on the far outside, and winding up from last is Grazer. Here's the quarter pole for the heavy favorite Liberté de Bayou. Turns first and nurses a 1-length lead. Reverend Moon running a big race today. Winner up the fence, wide outside for Megan's Honor and Grazer inside the final 200 yards. And the favorite is long gone. Liberté de Bayou turned this into a morning jog. Liberté de Bayou at 1-5 trounces. Grazer got up for second. Megan's Honor weakened to third, and Reverend Moon was fourth.
Liberté de Bayou would give trainer Jamie Ness, jockey Martin Chuan, and owners Madison Avenue Racing Stable, Morris Kernan Jr. and Jagger Inc. their second win of the day. He would go off at 1-5 and pay $2.60 to win race 6. The 5-year-old son of Omaha Beach, now a 4-time winner. He's now made over $160,000 in career earnings. Let's take a look here at race 7. Race 7 would kick off the final pick 3 of the day. We're going a flat mile, claiming $7,500 for 3-year-olds and upward. Never won 3 or straight 3-year-olds. Let's see what happens here in race 7.
Away and running. Losing the jockey was number 2, Mission Artemis. Good speed from Silent Roar. An awesome entry is right there too. And on the outside, Noble Gentleman is caught very deep. Chill the J is also right there in the early congregation as they hit the tree line shadows that make up the first turn. And Silent Roar is the leader and leads by 3. Noble Gentleman's on the pace in second. And awesome entry is right there too. Sincerto is very deep on the course, and Biravino Boulevard now captures third. Sincerto teams up with awesome entry, and last of the 7, enough already. But Silent Roar taking no prisoners down the back, and Silent Roar's trying to lead him for another 5 furlongs has built up a 6-length lead. Noble Gentleman right there holding on to second. A wide kick coming from enough already. The rail comes from Biravino Boulevard, and that one has company too by the name of Chill the J. Then you have Sincerto. Enough already is now second to last, and awesome entries getting closer too. So Silent Roar continues to lead, but is now on his last gallon of gas at 4.35 a gallon. Noble Gentleman trying to take giant strides away from this longtime leader. Sincerto is starting to close into the equation, and awesome entry starts to rally too. Here's the quarter pole. Silent Roar continues to lead. The jockey takes a look back to see Noble Gentleman coming now. They turn to the top of the stretch, and Silent Roar asks for a bit more, holding on to a half-length lead. Noble Gentleman with a steady grind. Sincerto's right there too. Awesome entry is being unleashed. Noble Gentleman's holding on by 1. Sincerto trying to make a race of it, and Awesome Empty is going to come up short. Noble Gentleman's got the money. Noble Gentleman has won it. Sincerto was second, Awesome Entry third, and Silent Roar was fourth.
Noble Gentleman, the 5-year-old, picks up his 3rd lifetime win. He's now made over $110,000 in career earnings. He gives trainer Jamie Ness, jockey Martin Chuan, and the owners Madison Avenue Racing Stable, Morris Kernan Jr. and Jagger Inc. their 3rd win of the day. Noble Gentleman went off at 1-2 and paid $3. If you hit the pick 5 that started in race 3, that pick 5 paid $561.40. Congratulations if you had it. Let's take a look here at race 8, our upper level allowance feature of the day for filly mares 3 and up, going 5.5 furlongs to kick off the late daily double. Scratch to 3, still a talented field of 5 filly mares here in race 8. Let's check out the action from Saturday's feature.
Away and running. They left the gate as 1. Wise Miss and Social Fortress were the first two to go, and chiming in is Kelly's Girl, and those three is stacked across the track. Kindred Hearts, the long shot, came away in fourth, and already under urging, Thirst for Hope is last of all. So for five of them, they're really stretched out, and Social Fortress leads them past the 4 furlong pole and shows the way by half a length. Kelly's Girl right there, turning up the heat, and Wise Miss is in hand, looping up on the far outside. They are 4 lanes clear in front of the rest, which includes Kindred Hearts and Nothing from First for Hope. Around the bend with 5/16 to the end, Social Fortress continues to call the shots. Kelly's Girl continues to be the co-pilot. Wise Miss is asked for a bit more, not responding as of yet as they turn to the top of the stretch. Social Fortress goes very wide and brushes with Kelly's Girl, but Kelly's Girl has the upper hand and she has kicked away. Social Fortress has no more to give. Wise Miss is trying to move into second and Nothing from the back of the pack. Kelly's Girl is nicely clear. Another race in the books and another favorite's home. Kelly's Girl has won it. Wise Miss second, Social Fortress third, and Thirst for Hope was fourth.
Kelly's Girl, the homebred for owner breeder Hugh Robertson and trainer Mac Robertson, the 4-year-old daughter of 3 Hour Nap, now a 4-time winner. She's now made close to $200,000 in career earnings. She would give jockey Julio Hard Riding Hernandez his 3rd win on the afternoon. Congratulations, Julio. Kelly's Girl went off at 4-5, paid $3.80 to win. The middle pick 5 that started race 4, that pick 5 returned $850.75. Congratulations if you had it. Let's take a look here at race 9 to wrap up our Saturday action here at Delaware Park. Race 9, we're going 5.5 furlongs. Maiden claiming $7,500 for filly and mares 3 and up. Let's see what happens here in the Saturday finale.
Away and running. Candy Luna and Jet Spin break 1-2. Rua came away with a handy third, and those are the first 3 as they settle down. The yellow cap of Tolly's Bourbon gets closer in fourth in front of Caribbean Clarity, and West 17th, the first one in and the last one away. So Jet Spin makes a break for it with another 4 furlongs to go and has built up a 4.5 length lead, but Rua is hot on the trail in second, and Candy Luna is right there in a position to challenge in third. Caribbean Clarity dips out to the outside. Riding to rail to no avail is Tolly's Bourbon, and nothing yet from West 17th on debut. There goes the 5/16 pole, and Jet Spin coming back to the face of the field. Rua comes calling for the lead. Candy Luna is in for the fight. Caribbean Clarity's trying to close in, and West 17th finally gets going. They turn to the top of the stretch, and Rua kicks for the cash and leads by 3 open lengths. Candy Luna now moves into second. A good battle for third between West 17th and Caribbean Clarity, but inside the final 16th of a mile at 2-1, Rua reports home second to none. Rua has won it. Candy Luna was second, West 17th was third, and Caribbean Clarity was fourth.
Rua breaks her maiden in her 5th career try for owner-trainer Johnny Collins. Jose Betancourt was aboard for the winning ride. The 3-year-old filly, by Seeking the Soul, went off at 2-1 and paid $6.60 to win race 9. If you played my late pick 5 that started race 5, it was a $48 ticket I gave out. I was alive to both the 1 and the 2 in race 9. So the 2 Rua wins. The late pick 5 paid $98, so a modest $50 profit on my late pick 5 score. Congratulations there to all the winning connections of Rua in race 9. Thanks again to all our fans and bettors for coming out on Saturday. Hope you enjoyed all the action here at Delaware Park, and of course all the Preakness action from Laurel Park. An update on the Black Eyed Susan that was run Friday at Laurel Park. The runner-up, Jumping the Gun, who was second in that race behind the favor. Jumping the Gun stabled here at Delaware Park for trainer Andy Simoff, and if she does well the next few weeks, she's a likely starter for the Grade 3 Delaware Oaks here at Delaware Park on June 13th. That's Delaware Derby Day, so congratulations to Jumping the Gun and Andy Simoff and all the connections. She ran a big second in the Black Eyed Susan. Looking forward to seeing her in the Delaware Oaks on Delaware Derby Day. That's June 13th. Big handle today. Thanks to all our fans and bettors. Our handle was over $2.2 million. That's a nice handle on a card where we didn't have any turf and we had a couple small fields. So thanks again to all our fans and bettors. Have a great few days. We'll see you back here Wednesday, Delaware Park. Have a great night.
There's only one